Hey everybody, it is Friday, October 30th, 2020. Happy Halloween. I wanted to share a cool clip that I found working on a project. Went down that rabbit hole again and dug up another piece of evidence. I figured since it's Halloween, this might be cool for you to watch. Not a long video. This was 10 years ago. As a team, we went and investigated Corbin Cabin, which is located in the Nicholson Hollow area of Shenandoah National Park, right on the Appalachian Trail. Difficult to set up and rent this cabin, but we did, and we spent the night there. The hike in there was, if I recall, was like a 1.5 mile descent down into the valley, into the hollow area. Anyway, here's a clip of part of that night. We were in the cabin, and we were doing an EVP session, and I was in the kitchen area, and basically was just walking around investigating. I go outside because the wind's starting to pick up and it's creepy. We're in a cabin miles from anywhere, no cell phone service, so you're completely on your own, and a frying pan that was on a hook in the kitchen just comes off the wall. Take a look. What spirits are in this cabin? Talk to us. All right, so you can clearly see that the frying pan is hanging up on a hook to the right of that plastic bag that I used the arrow for, right? Is there a small child here? So we're doing EVP. It's okay. The other part of the team, they're in the other room in front of the fireplace, and actually all of us were in the other room. This camera was static. It was just on a tripod by itself in this kitchen. Now I pick up the camera here and you can see the frying pan still hanging up. Here's the rest of the team, and they all stayed in there. They sat in the room.
I think it's just me.
It was a small cabin. This cabin was built in 1901. Okay, so it has no amenities, no running water, no electricity. Everything was candles, fireplace. We brought our own water with us. The wind was blowing big time, so there was branches, stuff falling, and it was hitting the top of the roof, I think, which was getting everybody on edge a little bit. Remind you, there's no running, from anything down in here. You're down in that valley, miles from our vehicles. No cell phone service. There's no radios. There's no nothing. And the Rangers made that clear to us that basically for the night we're on our own. And here I go. Now you see when I turn the corner, frying pan's still on the wall there. And this 2x4 is what they use to lock the door. Now it hits this fire extinguisher. And I did it carefully. I opened the door carefully. Just mainly because I have a camera in one hand. It's pitch dark. It was late at night. The wind was blowing, as you can hear. Now right there.
What the?
Yeah, it startled me. Nothing had moved. I hadn't banged anything.
Pretty much. I got it on film, whatever just happened.
This frying pan, it wasn't on that hook. It was on this other hook with that one, but it's a pretty stout hook.
Okay. The best thing about this is you see where I'm at. I was nowhere near that frying pan. And I didn't slam the door.
This thing is so solid. There's no way.
Now Shelly put it back on a different hook because we hadn't gone back and looked at the video to see that it was 2 pans on one hook.
What the?
you know, who knows? Maybe the pan, we tried and tried to reenact it and never could duplicate that exact scenario. Maybe the pan wasn't on the hook all the way. The wall was pretty solid, and it had been hanging up since we got there that afternoon until that moment. I don't know. It's hard to say, but either way, it definitely kept us occupied and on our toes the rest of the night. Anyway, wanted to share. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween, and until the next one.